Welcome to the world of AHC, where dreams take flight and futures are transformed. We have helped thousands of students from all around the world achieve their academic and career goals. We are more than just an education consultant. We are your bridge to success in the United Kingdom. Our support doesn't stop at the classroom door. We are here to assist you with any challenges you may face during your time abroad. Get ahead with AHZ today. AHZ, your pathway to excellence, your partner in success.
Hello, Olivia. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. This is Hafsa, education counselor from AFZ Karachi branch. And I guess you are the UK University representative of Lincoln University, right?
So I'm actually filling in for Ramy. I typically recruit for the Americas, but I'm happy to help out today.
Sure. Why not? So may I have a little introduction of yours, please?
Yes. Hi, everybody. I'm Olivia. I'm filling in for Ramy today. I'm from the University of Lincoln, which is a university in England, of course, about 2 hours north of London by a direct train. I'm here to answer any of your questions that you might have, from anything from scholarships to tuition fees to what the campus is like to what the accommodation is like. So yeah, I'm here to answer any of your questions.
Sure. First of all, I do have a question that usually most of the students have a question about the Lincoln University, that why should a student choose Lincoln University over the other universities? So what would you say about that?
So I would say Lincoln University is, it's a very unique university in England because we're located very close to London, but we're also one of the least expensive student cities in all of the UK. What makes us unique, I think, is that even though we're located in the middle of a city, Lincoln's campus, which is a designated spot basically for the university, is all on one small area in the middle of the city. So on that small campus, you'll find anything from the student accommodation, lecture halls, the library, the sports facilities. So it's a very convenient university to live in. And it's also highly ranked. We're 41st in the UK on, I think it's The Guardian. So we're a highly ranked university. We're smaller. We're about, I would say, 18,000 students in a small city of 100,000 people. So it's very much a student city. And the city itself is small. You can walk across it in probably about an hour. So it's a very convenient place to live. It's a good university. We have award-winning accommodation. And it's guaranteed accommodation if you apply.
Offering for courses like first for the pharmacy, fifth for tourism, second for
Exactly. Yeah. And some really highly ranked courses as well.
Definitely. And what is the entry requirement, like entry criteria for bachelor's and master's program for international students? Can you put some light on that?
Oh, let me see. So typically we look for a 2.2 for the PGT to get in. And for undergraduates, typically I cover the US, so I'm not up to date 100% on Pakistan. I could look it up real quick and read it off.
Usually they do want 65% for postgraduate. If you talk about the CGPA, it would be 3 points something, and 3,000 scholarship for postgraduate, right?
Yes. So for the, it would be a 65 that would be the upper class, and then lower second class would be 60. Although we do have some good scholarships, and I can read you the entry criteria. You would get those scholarships basically if you have these grades. So let me see. If you have a 2.5 or above for PGT, you would get an automatic £1,000 scholarship. If you have a 3.0 or above, you would get an automatic £3,000 scholarship towards it.
That's really good. And for UG, it's 2,000, right?
And for UG, it's 2,000 per year, so 6,000 overall. Yes.
Well, that's good. And do you guys work with any pathway providers? I guess no.
I believe we have our own. That would be a question for Ramy.
Basically, you guys do offer international year 1 and pre-masters, right?
Exactly.
You guys have your own college.
But it would be through the University of Lincoln, yes.
Yes. So, what are the entry English requirements? Like, do you guys accept language cert or?
So
Anything
for
else?
English language requirements, we typically look at the IELTS, depending on which course, of course, anywhere from a 6.0 to a 7.0 for the IELTS.
Okay, so and passport and language cert is also accepted, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so okay, and do you have anything like what about the payment plan? What do student need to pay at the initial
That's a
5,000?
good question. So to get your CAS, the confirmation of acceptance of studies, you would have to put down a £5,000 deposit. But the remaining tuition fees, you can actually split that up and pay monthly. Pretty much, you can pay over
Up to
9 months.
9 months, right?
Yeah, 9 months.
And you have to select the payment plan for that.
You do have to select the payment plan as
Okay.
well.
So do students have to pay anything at the time of enrollment after paying 5,000?
No, so they can select which payment plan after paying the 5,000. I believe then they can choose if they want to pay over the 9 months. And the same is available for our accommodation as well. So you can pay monthly for the accommodation, or you can pay all up front if you would prefer to do that as well.
Okay, and what would be the accommodation charges per week for a student if
So it depends.
it's a bedroom?
It very much depends. We have a couple different buildings. We have quite a few different buildings. Let me pull up my chart real quick. I believe it starts at around 92 or 96 pounds a week, and then of course it will go up. I think the highest is maybe 160 pounds per week. And typically, you're always going to have your own bedroom in the accommodation. Typically, you'll have your own bathroom as well, which is really nice. And of course, the more expensive you get, you can go all the way up to a studio apartment where you have your own kitchen, kind of a little seating area, and a little bed area as well. So depending on which one you want to go for, that's the prices you would pay.
Well, do you guys have any idea like about the research program? You do guys offer MSc by research, and you guys accept dependents as well, right?
Yes. So the way the visa situation works, you're not allowed to bring dependents if you're doing a postgraduate taught program, which is where you're sitting and you're taking classes. However, if you want to continue your education in the research field, where you would be working independently with a supervisor doing your own research, dependents are still allowed to come on that track, and you will be able to get visas for your dependents. Most of our postgraduate courses do have a research component or do have a research option as well. You can find that on our website, depending on what your interests are. The thing is, with applying for that, you do have to have a thesis when you're applying, and you have to find a member of staff at Lincoln that's willing to work with you, and they can even help you write your thesis as you're applying. So if anybody's interested in that route, I would say look on our website, look at different lecturers, different professors in our fields, in the field that you're interested in. Reach out to them via email. If you have any questions, I'm sure Ramy will be happy to help you with that.
Sure.
Really start that conversation with the lecturers and with the staff at Lincoln, so that they can help you with your application. Because I think it's a lot more in-depth and complicated than just a regular PGT application.
But thank you so much. And what is the fee range for postgraduate programs?
The fees, you say?
Yes.
Yes, let me pull that up. So let's see. Bear with me 1 second. I'll tell you before and then after the scholarships that we have.
Yeah, before scholarship, I guess they are like 15,900 to 19,900 according to the courses.
Yes. And then if you get the automatic scholarship, which I would assume most students probably do, they get those grades.
3,000.
And then it would go down by either 1,000 if you have, I think it was a 2.5 or above, or 3,000 if you have the 3.0 or above. And then for UG, the same thing occurs. For UG, it is, I think, 15,900 to 16,200, but that would go down 2,000 pounds per year to about 13,900, depending on the course. And we also have a different scholarship as well.
It is Global Leader Scholarship, right?
Yes, the Global Leader Scholarship. Good job. So that is worth 50% off of your tuition. However, it is not automatic like these other two scholarships.
You have to apply for it.
is an applied scholarship, so you have to have strong
And what is
grades.
the deadline for that?
I'm sorry?
What is the deadline to apply for that scholarship?
So it has passed for September intake, but for January intake, it's still open. I'm not sure, I can pull it up real quick. But I believe, I think there's quite a few months if you're planning on joining us in January to find or to apply for that. And of course, there'll be reminders. If you go onto our website, onto our scholarship page, let's see, global leaders. Let's see, January. Yeah, so for January, the first round, there's 2 rounds of scholarships. You can apply for either round, but the first deadline is October the 1st. And then the second deadline, if you miss the October deadline, is the 1st of November. So there are quite a few months if you're joining us in January and you want to apply.
And what is the criteria for that? Like, what should be the percentage if we are going to apply for that scholarship?
I believe it should be the 3.0 GPA, and then you also have to write a very strong personal statement talking about your research interests, why you need the scholarship, things like that as well.
Oh, okay. And they'll straight get the scholarship for 50%, right?
Yeah, so it's half off of tuition for the first year. So undergraduate students can still apply for it, but they would only get that first year half off. It wouldn't be every single year half off.
For postgraduate, it would be 50%.
Postgrad, it would be entirely, because it's only 1 year long, of course. So you would get half off for the full year. It is only for taught programs. It's not for research programs. All of our scholarships only apply towards the taught. So research degrees would still be the full price. There are no scholarships for those unless you find funding on your own.
And do you guys offer any scholarship for a research program?
We don't. No, unfortunately, we don't. You can also, while you're in those talks with the lecturers and with the professors that you're talking with, they might know funding opportunities or scholarships that the students can apply for, but they would have to do that on their own. There's nothing at the international office that we offer for those students.
Okay. Have you ever visited Pakistan? Like, have you ever had the chance to visit us?
No, I wish. I really wish. Where are you located right now?
Right now, we're from I'm from Karachi.
Okay. Is it hot there right now? I heard it's just absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
It is freezing in Lincoln. I'm wearing long sleeves. It's so cold. Yeah, that's something that everyone will have to get used to if you come to England. It's a little bit rainy. I wouldn't say it rains every single day. It was pretty sunny and pretty warm. It was about 27, 28 degrees last week. So it was warm, but now it's nice and cold. It's very, very cold.
It is. I do have another question. That was about the international year one. Do you know what would be the IELTS criteria for that international year one? Is it 5.5 overall?
I don't actually know 100%. I think I could look it up really quick. Apologies, this is not usually my remit. But no, I don't know off the top of my head what the IELTS would be. I can see if I can find it really quick here. Let's see. No, I can't find it really
as our last training was with Remy last week, so he told us that it was 5.5 overall, I guess.
That sounds about right. Right.
And the free criteria for international year one or pre-masters would be £12,500.
I believe so. And then once you enter into the year 2 of your degree, you would be paying the normal tuition prices and you would get those scholarships as well.
Okay. And are we getting any scholarship for international year one?
No, the scholarships would begin when you start your second year of the full degree.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Olivia. It was really nice having you here. And I think I have all my questions with me. Let's see if students have any questions right now.
It looks like we do have a question from a student. Do you want me to read it out?
Yeah, sure.
So it says, I recently graduated with a 3.6 GPA. Any chance of a scholarship in computer science or MS data science? Yes. So with our automatic scholarship, since you have above a 3.0, you would get that automatic £3,000 scholarship towards your tuition. If you wanted more scholarship, you can apply for the Global Leaders Scholarship, which is half off. You can apply for that one, but you will get £3,000 if you have a GPA over 3.0.
Okay. And okay, so Okay, and like what cultural experiences can international students can expect at Lincoln?
So I would say Lincoln is very much a very like traditional English city. So it's very, very old. It's about 2,000 years old. The architecture is very, I would say, quintessentially English. I'm originally from the United States, so I moved here about 2 years ago, and I was just amazed at how, quote unquote, like British it looks. Like you have the crooked little buildings, you have the cobblestones. It's a very safe city to live in, which is nice, and a very student-centric city. So there are a lot of student-aged people around. It's not too far away from London. The entirety of the UK, of course, is connected by trains. So it's very easy to take trains into different parts. You can take trains, we're about maybe 45 minutes from Nottingham, 2 hours from London, like I said. So you can do a lot of traveling while you're here in the UK, while you're in Lincoln. And we're not too far away from most major cities, which is exciting. With a lot of the different courses, there are opportunities to do studying abroad or different field trips, things like that, depending on what you're studying. I can't name them off the top of my head, but I know, like, for example, if you're studying English, there are different field trips that they'll take within England to show you, different poets' houses, or you go to London to see Shakespeare's Globe Theatre. So there are cultural opportunities within specific courses. I would say look online, look on our website, and you can see what those field trip opportunities are with the course that you want to study.
Okay, and like how does the university support students in adapting the life in UK, like academically and socially?
Yes. So basically, you will arrive to the university's campus a week before the other students for a mandatory welcome week, where you're going to be learning basically the city. You're going to be learning where the classrooms are. You're going to be settling into the UK, figuring out how to open a bank account. Basically, all of that, all of the things that you need to do to start living in the UK. We build time into your schedule to be able to do that.
Okay, well, that's really good. Okay, so are there any news or upcoming programs or facilities that we didn't know?
I'm sorry?
Hello?
Can you still hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, you're muted. I think I can't hear you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was basically asking that are you guys offering any new programs for next intake?
Not off the top of my head, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I guess we do have any other question here. Okay, so are there any career development workshops or seminars available for international students?
Yes. So if you go onto our website, we have a whole bunch of different webinars that we constantly do. There's pre-departure webinars, webinars that are subject specific, so you can learn about specific subjects that you're going to be studying. But if you go and you look on our website, you can see a whole range of different webinars that you're able to attend.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's very good. Okay, so we do have another question. How much total fee for master's program in computer-related subject?
So it depends on which course you're looking at. If you go onto our course page for postgraduate, so is there a specific course that you were looking to take, like maybe computer science? Let me look up the exact cost of the MSc in computer science. We'll find out. Right, yeah, so on each page, there's a course fee. So the international, this one would be $17,600 for computer science MSc. And of course, if you can be eligible for the scholarships, so that would take some of the cost off as well.
Okay. Let's see if we have any other question. I guess no. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
I don't think we do have any other question, but your insights have been incredibly valuable. So I really appreciate all the information you shared about the university.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And I'm really looking forward to meet you here.
I will come. I want to.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Olivia. Thank you so much.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.